Hey, welcome back to another episode of CX Riot Radio.
I'm David, the caffeinated CXO,
And I'm Suze, David's assistant.
and we're the hosts on CX Riot Radio. This week we have a special one for you, a banger, as the kids say.
Fucking cringe, Dave.
Huh?
Never mind, just roll that beautiful bean footage.
Riot Radio. CX Riot Radio. CX Riot Radio. CX Riot Radio. CX Riot Radio. Let's go!
All right, let's get into it. There's a problem in the trades. Plumbing, HVAC, electrical, doesn't matter. And it's not your pricing, it's not your marketing, it's not even your technicians. It's this quiet little operational sin happening inside your call center and on your dispatch floor. You're blending roles that should never be blended. Inbound agents, outbound sales reps, dispatchers. You're treating them like they're interchangeable, like they're just software and headsets with a pulse. And that right there is where the wheels start coming off.
You're building a Swiss Army knife, when what you actually need is a sword, a shield, and a sniper rifle. Different tools, different jobs, same battlefield.
Exactly. Instead, what I see companies doing is hiring one person and expecting them to answer inbound calls, make outbound sales calls, dispatch technicians, handle angry customers, upsell memberships, reschedule jobs, and calm down Mrs. Johnson while her kitchen is flooding, all before lunch. That's not efficiency. That's bullshit.
You said it.
Let's start with inbound. Inbound agents are your frontline defense. They are not hunters. They are not closers. They are air traffic controllers for urgency. When that phone rings, it's not a lead, it's a moment of truth. Someone's got water where it shouldn't be. No AC in July. No heat in December. They're stressed. They're reactive. Your inbound agent's job is simple and insanely difficult. Stabilize the situation. Build trust fast. Get the job booked. That requires calm energy, empathy when needed, clarity, speed, control of the call, not aggression, not pressure, not sales tactics.
Inbound is like catching someone mid-fall. You don't try to sell them a better parachute. You stop them from hitting the fucking ground.
Yeah, and when you put a sales-minded person in that seat, they overtalk, they push, they chase instead of anchor, and the customer feels it. Booking rates drop, call times get weird, trust evaporates. Because inbound is about resolution, not persuasion. Now flip it, outbound sales. This is offense, no emergency, no urgency handed to you. You're creating the opportunity. Tune-ups, maintenance plans, reactivation campaigns. Nobody is sitting there thinking, man, I hope a plumbing company calls me today. So now your agent has to interrupt politely, create interest, handle rejection, and stay sharp across 100 plus dials a day. That's a completely different psychological game.
Inbound is, they called you. Outbound is, you showed up uninvited and still got welcomed in.
Exactly. Outbound requires resilience, energy, repetition tolerance, pattern recognition. You need someone who can get told no 50 times and still sound like call number 51 is their first of the day. That is not your average inbound personality. And when you force an inbound agent into outbound, they hesitate, they soften too much, they avoid dialing because they're wired to respond, not initiate. Now let's talk about dispatch. Dispatch is its own beast. This isn't customer service. This isn't sales. This is logistics under pressure. You've got technicians in the field, traffic, job durations changing, cancellations, emergencies jumping the line. Dispatch is like playing chess while the board is on fire, and the room is on fire, and the monitor is on fire, and the world is on fire, and the pieces on that board, the pieces move on their own. You need spatial awareness, decision-making speed, zero emotional drift, and authority.
Dispatchers don't handle calls. They orchestrate outcomes. They're strategizing the battlefield while everyone else is still loading their weapons.
And here's where companies fuck up bad. They take a good inbound agent and say, hey, you're organized. You can dispatch too. No, that's like saying, you're good at talking to passengers, so you can fly the plane too, right? Different skill set, entirely.
Yeah, it's like taking a really good chef and then making them farm.
Wasn't that a Mitch Hedberg joke?
Fuck you.
Okay, Suze. Anyway, let's talk about what this actually costs you, because it's not just a preference thing. When you blend these roles, your inbound booking rate drops. Your outbound conversions stay mediocre. Your dispatch efficiency tanks. Your technicians sit idle or drive too far. Your customers wait longer, and your people, they burn out, and they burn out fast.
Because they're switching identities every 10 minutes. Helper, hunter, commander. That's not a job. That's personality fragmentation.
Exactly. And then leadership sits there wondering, why is turnover so high? Because you hired 3 different roles and shoved them into one body. That doesn't scale, that breaks. Here's the fix. You build specialized units. Inbound team, focused on booking and experience. Outbound team, focused on revenue generation. Dispatch team, focused on operational execution. Each with their own KPIs, their own training, their own leadership. Inbound should chase booking rate and call quality. Outbound should chase conversion rate and revenue per call. Dispatch should chase drive time, on-time percentage, and job efficiency. Different scoreboards, different games. It's like comparing Super Mario World to Dark Souls to Doki Doki Literature Club.
You don't win by making everyone play everything. You win by making everyone really fucking good at their game.
I hear this all the time. We're too small to separate roles. Cool. Complete bullshit, but cool. It is what it is. Then at least separate them by time blocks. Have dedicated outbound hours, dedicated dispatch coverage, or assign primary roles. 80% inbound, 20% outbound. But make it intentional, not reactive. Because the worst version of this is when your team is just floating, answering calls, making calls when they feel like it, dispatching in between chaos. That's not a system. That's a broken pinball machine.
And the ball? That's your revenue. Bouncing around, hoping it hits something useful.
When you do this right, everything sharpens. Inbound becomes calm, confident, consistent. Outbound becomes aggressive, structured, profitable. Dispatch becomes tight, efficient, almost surgical. Your technicians feel it. Your customers feel it. And your numbers? They don't creep up. They jump.
Because clarity scales. Confusion bleeds and crashes.
So here's the takeaway. Stop building Franken-Teams. Stop expecting one person to be 3 different professionals at the same time. Respect the craft of each role. Inbound is defense. Outbound is offense. Dispatch is command. 3 different skill sets, 3 different mindsets, 3 different engines in your business. You align those correctly, you train unceasingly, you coach in the right way, and suddenly, everything starts to move like it's supposed to. Clean, fast, efficient, and best of all, profitable.
3 roles, 1 machine. Built right. It doesn't just run, it hunts.
And that's how you turn your call center from a cost center that everyone shits on into a profit center that, let's face it, everyone will still shit on and give your agents whatever leftovers there were from the fucking sales meeting they had that day, if they're lucky, but you can defend it with real, living results and data.
Yeah, sad but true.
Anyway, that was today's episode of CX Riot Radio. We'll see you next time.
Don't forget to hit all the buttons, go to the websites, and explore the link tree below. Buy our merch, buy our books, buy our shit. Peace.